What's up, everyone? Today we got an awesome client spotlight with Sara. I'm gonna invite her to this now. Here. Awesome. Hey. Let's see if I can invite you in.
Okay, let me just.
Awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Sara?
Hey,
What's up?
what's
How's it
up?
going?
I cannot see you guys, but it's
Oh
only a
no.
black screen on you.
No way. I wonder why.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't
see.
know. But
How about now?
should I do something? Like, should I stop it or do something? No.
Yeah, try to log off and log back on again. I'll
Okay,
try to re-invite you
I'll try.
maybe.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. Technical difficulties. Try it one more time here. Go live. So today we're gonna. Oh, awesome. Is that better?
No.
Weird. What is going on? That's so strange.
I don't know. Usually it doesn't happen because I have calls with my brother like this
Yeah,
in London, but I mean I can still hear you, so
that's good. That's
yeah.
good. Well, cool.
Like,
Well, thank you for taking the time and joining us with the client spotlights. Tara and I,
yeah.
we were just kind of going over clients and stuff, and like seeing what you've done this year has been fantastic. So we want to share
Oh,
it
thank you.
with the world. So tell us really quickly, your name, where you're from, what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Sarah. I live in Norway and I am a group fitness class instructor. And I also work as a market coordinator full time. So I have a lot of things to do.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. Awesome. Awesome. And I believe you've been with the Academy now, with Vegan Secret Academy, since February of this year.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
been far,
I remember
very long now.
when we first started chatting a way back. Like, it's pretty awesome to see where you were and where you're at now. So take us back there. Take us back to a little bit about like what life was like for you before joining the Vegan Secret Academy, before getting on this awesome fitness journey that you're on.
Yeah.
Before you started working the Tara. Take us back to that. What was that like?
Yeah. So I have like I never actually went through all of this kind of thing. I had like PTs, but I never gone through a whole process of this. But I've learned like a lot of techniques with the under person trainers, and like I learned some techniques from being a fitness instructor, but I never kind of gotten to where I am now if it wasn't for you guys. So my everyday life was like I had fitness classes like 3 to 4 times a week, and I also went to the gym a little bit, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So it was kind of like a shot in the dark, trying to find out whatever I was supposed to do, and just doing those workouts at the fitness classes. And I also had like I rehearsed a lot, but I never actually like had a plan and a goal. So I was kind of working out, and then I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, because I mean, you're no stranger to the gym. You were working out
Yeah.
before you started. You were going to the gym. You
Yeah.
were already an instructor, kicking ass, like doing some awesome things already. So yeah, so what I'm kind of sounding like, it was kind of like, you're not unfamiliar with the gym. You were working out. You were teaching classes. You were super
Yeah.
active.
Yeah.
You were on a fitness journey, and it sounds like what you kind of had back then was not really a good structure or a
Mm.
good game plan when you went to the gym. You just worked out, you got things going with your health and fitness, but you
Yeah.
were kind of more like throwing spaghetti to the wall type of thing with you
Exactly.
going to the gym.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. That's very common. A lot of people. I was like me and Tara for a long time as well. Just kind of like showing up, because we thought the
Yeah.
hard work was just showing up. If you just show up, everything will kind of work
Exactly.
itself out. But
Hmm.
there's more to it. You can't just show up. You have to show up with some intention. And it sounds like you gained a lot of intention and direction once you started working out.
Definitely. Yes,
Oh, very
definitely.
cool. And where were you at a little bit more kind of like emotionally and kind of mentally with where you're at. So physically, you were active, but you knew that you wanted more for your body. You knew you could
Yes.
achieve more for your body, for your strength with some weight loss, building muscle. How were you kind
Mhm.
of mentally and emotionally? Were you frustrated? Were you excited? Like, where were you at before we brought you into the academy?
So before I knew you guys, I was kind of frustrating that I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't feel that I was getting as strong as I wanted to. I got a little bit stronger, but like it kind of stopped somewhere down the line. So I was like, what should I do next? You know, if I want to do a pull up or whatever, I need to have someone to coach me and then have a plan for me. And I saw a lot of like influencers and like different, I don't know, like coaches and PTs offering different things, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should do that. I don't know, like, but it was a struggle. It was a frustrating start, and I felt kind of lost, I guess, and not so happy about like where I was, and I knew that I wanted to be stronger because I'm a fitness instructor. I always strive to be even better.
Yeah.
and I always wanted to do a pull up. I think that's kind of cool. And also like I've struggled a lot with depression and anxiety as well, which has taken a toll on the health in general, you know. So I was kind of lost, yeah, in the beginning, and then when I found you guys, even when I just saw your pictures and your videos, I was like, this seems like a good fit for me, and they're vegans, you know, so I really wanted to find someone that was vegan as well.
That's
So yeah,
awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. That's a real thing to feel, to feel kind of depressed and a hole and lost and struggling. Like you want more and you're not
yeah,
getting there. You're not seeing the results and it's really hard to feel that kind of
mm,
being in that dark place. So thank you for sharing that.
mm,
Totally
mm,
resonate. I think a lot of people
mm,
out there when they see this, they're going to resonate with that as well because it's real. We
yeah,
don't talk about it a lot. I think a lot of people in
no,
society they don't talk about the emotional aspect of what your fitness could do for you. And it's
mm,
scary to be in that place. So I'm super happy
it
that you were able
is,
to get out of that place
yes,
and then onto this journey because it's been amazing what you've done. So I remember when we
thank
first
you.
started, you were at about 62 kilos, which is a great
62,
number. I
yeah,
mean, for you, that's a great number. I mean, we never really focus too hard about the number
no,
itself on the scale. We worry about, how you feel, how you look, how you could perform with your athletic capabilities, things like that. So numbers are just numbers. But I remember we talked about that you were 62 kilograms at the time, and you were
mm.
like, man, if I could just get to 59, Ken, I'd be so happy.
Yeah,
59
I
would be
remember.
fantastic. Do you remember that?
I remember, yeah.
I was like,
Like
I was like
59 would be
59. I
so
was like
great.
3 kilos. I was like, yeah, that's great. That's totally doable. That's your dream number. And you're like, yeah. I was like, you could probably do a lot more than just 3 kilos. And
Oh,
you're like,
I
oh, but
didn't
if
believe you at first. I
you
know,
were, you're
59
like,
is
no.
probably hard
Yeah,
enough.
totally. You were like, no, I work out, I do this, I do this. I can't get to 59. But at your lowest, you actually dropped down to, let's see, I believe it was 50,
Six or something. Yeah,
56.4. Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
definitely the lowest I've ever been.
yeah, not only did you hit that number, you definitely like surpassed it.
Yeah,
That's down 6 kilograms. So that's down a little over 12 pounds. And you did
yeah,
that in less than in the first 12 weeks, actually. That all happened
yeah,
in the first 12 weeks.
yeah,
So not only did you think you wanted to get 59 kilograms in like 6 months, you actually got to 56 in less than 12 weeks. That is 11 inches down off your total body, which is also
yes.
a huge, amazing feat. But also, your strength increased over 200%.
Oh my God, I
That's
forgot
awesome.
about that.
Yeah. And I don't know if you, when you guys see the replay, you guys watch the interview, the spotlight. There's a story that showed,
Yeah,
your photo, and I think we posted some awesome other photos of you because
yeah, I
you look
remember
fantastic.
it.
Because your body has changed completely. You had
It
a
has.
major body recomp, you lost a lot of body fat, and you gained so much muscle and strength. It's just so obvious when you see your photos. It's like night and day,
Mhm.
and it's amazing.
Wow. Oh, thank you.
Tell me
I've
how does
gotten
it
actually
feel?
a lot of compliments. I gotta say, I gotten so many compliments, both on my body, but also my strength.
Mhm.
I didn't even realize it at first. I had my classes and I was gonna do a prone lift with my back up, and then I could hold my back up much higher than everybody else. And then somebody came up to me afterwards, like, "You really held it up so much higher." And they're like, "Oh, I did. I didn't even notice." So it's like compliments like that, and yeah, it's just like I it's so weird to look at it from before, because you don't know you don't know how far you've gotten until you see actually the progress. Like you said, like the pictures night and day.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of
It's
like
such
you don't, you're
such
on
a
this
big
journey and like
difference.
you're kind of the last person to realize what's happening. It's like friends and
Exactly.
family will start noticing things, maybe your coworkers, some strangers. You're like the last person to realize, like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
look what I've done, look what I've accomplished. It's pretty cool. So, was that kind of like your aha moment when you were like, oh my gosh, this thing is
Yes.
working. I'm
Yeah.
moving. I'm surpassing my goals. I'm doing the things I've always wanted to do, and it's happening.
Most
Um, when
definitely.
when do you think that was? Like, how long into the program did that happen for you?
I don't know. They started to notice, I guess, like just in a few months, like, oh, you're losing weight and you're getting more toned and stuff like that. And then now they're saying more like, oh, you're so like uh, toned, and like I can see that you're getting stronger. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on my shoulders and my back. Every time I wear like a tube. Top of whatever they're complimenting. It's like, oh, thank you. I didn't even notice because I can't
That's
see my back. So
awesome. Yeah. So like it's so just within a matter of months, you were kind of a dark, deep, scary place,
yeah,
and then just a few months later, you got into this place of just like that energy, that happiness, that like
yeah,
almost like that sunshine feeling, right?
yeah, most definitely.
Oh, that's so cool. How did that feel like when everything kind of settled in and you're like, wow, this is happening. Not only
I
am I getting confidence,
feel
you could zoom out and be like, yeah, I am seeing all this amazing gains that I've had.
I feel like that I've stepped into a new chapter of my life.
Mhm.
Like this strong vegan athlete, and I never thought that I would ever come this far. So just want to like say thank you for pushing me and getting me there.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
feels
It's
it
been
feels
awesome.
feels definitely completely different from where I was a few months ago. So yeah.
That's so cool. So cool. Thank you for sharing that. Like that's pretty awesome, and that's exactly it. Like we have to unlock that inner badass fit vegan inside all of us because
Yeah,
we're capable of achieving so much more. And being vegan isn't a handicap. Being vegan is a superpower for
it
us to
is.
have the physique, the health, the mindset, the lifestyle that we wanted. And you're like an awesome example, not just
Yeah.
on the outside, but on the inside what you've been able to change and create for yourself is just it's beautiful, it's amazing.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
that.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It feels completely different now. And I feel like that I'm even more strong mentally now, because I feel like I can take on more challenges, after being through all of this. Because of
absolutely,
all the phases.
yes.
It's like, yes, I can
Not
do this. And then like, oh, this is hard. And then you're getting back up kind of.
totally. It's
Yes, I
like
did
having that
it.
realizing like when you don't think you could do anymore and then you realize that you are doing more, it's almost
Yeah,
like, oh shit, I did not know I was even capable of doing that.
exactly. Exactly.
Totally. What's kind of what's life look like for you now? Like what's it like being on this journey, having all these ups and downs, having a new, you created a lot of habits. We really focus on building habits and letting go
Yeah.
of habits that don't serve you. And then making these habits come into your lifestyle. So right now you're in the lifestyle phase where you're realizing like you can't mess anything up anymore. You
No,
cannot revert to old Sarah from back then because you are now a new Sarah. You have
I
a new
am.
lifestyle, you have new habits, and you're at this point where you're building that confidence knowing that you're never going to revert to who you were. You're not going to have a yo-yo up and down cycle. This is who you are now, and you're keep going forward and higher and
Yeah.
higher. So tell us a little bit like kind of what life looks like for you now. Like where do you see yourself in the next couple of months? Tell us a little about what that's like.
Yeah. So I work out 4 times a week, and sometimes three, depending on whatever happens that week. I track my food, and then I have like a goal each time we talk, me and Tara, that we have a call, and so we always set like new goals, and we set like new intentions for whatever that period is. And I also like focus on whatever is important for me right now in this space that I am right now. So, for example, now I'm focusing on uh, writing down whatever I want to do with my future, and I also write down like whatever I'm grateful for. So it's not just like the workout part, but also like what I want to do with my life, you know. And uh, I still want to do the pull-ups, so that's definitely still a goal, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do them like eventually, maybe next year. But I'm working my way there. Um, yeah, so I'm working full time, and then I go to the gym, and I actually started coaching my niece now because
Oh,
I really felt inspired, you know, and it feels great to help her as well because I'm listening to you guys' journey, and learning a lot about myself and my journey, and also passing it down to her. And it's kind of a, I don't know, like a circle of life, whatever what you
totally.
want to call it, of learning things about yourself, not just like the workout part, but also who am I and what do I want to be, and what are my goals, you know.
That's
So it's so
awesome.
much bigger than just working out.
Yeah, 100%. Like, so it sounds like you're, I'm hearing two key words here, intentionality and gratitude.
Yeah,
It sounds like you're being intentional with who you are and who you want to become.
yeah,
And you're really grateful for everything along the way. You're finding ways to be
mm,
grateful and find gratitude in all aspects of life.
yeah.
And it sounds like your life has definitely changed a lot.
It has.
You know, with work, with your career, with school, of course, with everything else in your health and fitness. And what I really love to hear is that that's what it's all about. You know, as vegans, we have to break these
We
stereotypes.
have
It's our
to.
duty to show and lead by example of what we could do as vegans, what we could do
Mm,
for our health and fitness, how we don't need to be cruel and kill animals for our
exactly.
gains. And it's awesome that you are taking everything you're learning, taking everything you're becoming, and then
Yes.
passing that out to somebody else. So you could influence and turn another vegan and influence other people and show them what's possible. And that's what we could do, right? We can't change the world
No.
at that pace, but all we could do is change one person and influence one person because that one person could influence another person, and then just snowballs and gets bigger. And that's our
It
duty
is.
as vegans, right? To like be the best version of ourselves,
Yeah.
and then influence and help everyone else along in our lives that's open to it, of course.
Yeah. Like what
And
happened
that's
to
exactly what you're doing.
Charlotte.
Oh,
I brought Charlotte in.
yeah, Charlotte! Shout out to Charlotte. We gotta get
Shout out
Charlotte
to
on one of these
Charlotte.
spotlights. Charlotte's been a badass too. She's been
Yes,
crushing it, and you've
she's
been
really
integral in
crushing
helping
it.
her. Yeah. Oh, that's so
But I
cool.
gotta say though, I gotta say like, so it's not just like sunshine and butterflies and everything. Like it is been struggling, and sometimes it's some days are bad, or what do you want to call it, but then it goes up again, and then you feel great again because of the workouts will fill you up with a lot of good feelings, you know.
Yeah.
But but in total it's been a very very good journey, you know, all of this, just learning about myself and
Absolutely.
evolving, if you will.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's a great point. You know, like it's not always going to be easy, and there's a lot of times where it's going to be the hardest thing ever
yeah,
in life. You know, and it's not about it's still about showing up for yourself. It's still about having those standards and your goals and keeping the eyes on the prize and making
yeah,
sure that you show up for yourself, even if it's just 1% forward. So that's a great point because you've had a lot of ups and downs, but one thing you've always done is you've always shown up for yourself.
yeah.
You've always showing up every day at a time, and that's been pretty
Mm.
awesome. So that's a really, really good point. So maybe what would you give as advice for someone who maybe is in that kind of dark hole right now or isn't depressed? Because I know for me and Tara, we decided to change our lives. We became vegan and we started getting our health and fitness on point around the
Mm.
holidays. Around the
Yeah.
holidays, people get a little more gluttonous and they're carefree. But the
Hmm.
truth is, you know, for me and Tara, and you know, for you and other people, the holidays can be very dark. It can be a very
Can
a
be.
place where people drink and eat their feelings and,
Mm,
you know, move away from health and fitness. So for us, we took this opportunity to really double down and get things moving.
mm.
What would you say for advice to someone that maybe is in this holiday time, where they're a little depressed and dark, and, you know, they're not sure what they can do and create for themselves?
I would say that to take a chance, because sometimes everything feels so dark, you cannot see any like opportunity or light even in your life. But I say that if you try to take a chance on whatever you think maybe could work, or at least, you know, like uh, it's much better to do some things that are a little bit scary and maybe will be better after some time, you know, if you try it out. But uh, yeah, I would say just take a chance.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
what I did.
That's it's
Yeah.
true because you have to lean into what's scary, right? Because
Yes.
change can't happen when you're comfortable. Change can only happen when you're uncomfortable because that's when we can adapt and that's how change happens. So
Mm.
we have to kind of push in and lean into that fear, lean
Yes.
into what we're scared of, and
Mm.
take a chance because what's the worst thing that could happen, right? We stay
Exactly.
the same, but
Because you
what's the
kind of,
best thing that
if
could
you are
happen?
in a dark place, it's already scary enough. So you might as well give the extra push, kind of. No,
Totally. Yeah, that's great
it
advice.
can't
I
be. It
feel, I mean, it
can't be any
seems so
worse
simple.
than
Yeah.
it already is.
Absolutely. Oh, I feel like we could talk a lot. You've done so much. You've achieved so much already. We've really
Thank
just gotten
you.
started. There's so many more things that you want to achieve in your life,
Yes.
and it's just really awesome to be part of your journey of just not only just your health and fitness, but also like your career and everything happening in your personal life. Like it's awesome what you've been able to achieve. So I think maybe we have to do another spotlight. Maybe
Yes.
we'll get Sara on here too, and we'll do like another like spotlight and talk longer about more in-depth things because I feel like we've been talking for so little, and there's so much more we could talk about. But
I agree.
seriously, you've been crushing it. You've been kicking ass. You're down.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so much. And your body's changed, your habits, your lifestyle. Like it's just been amazing to see what you've done. So this was an awesome client spotlight, and I think we probably have to bring you back on again. What do you say
Thank
about
you.
that?
Yeah, maybe. I gotta say though, like of all the influencers or whatever you want to call them, like you two were the realest persons that I could find that really I knew that you really care about people and you want to help. You don't want to just make money, but you actually want to help someone on their journey. And then that's what I really appreciated about you guys. So thank you so much for helping me. And it's been like so good this journey.
Thank you so much for saying that. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, let's just keep crushing it. Let's keep moving
Thank
forward.
you.
Super excited. Thanks for joining us with the spotlight, Sarah. Thank you for
Thank
letting
you.
us know kind of like how you've been doing and what's going on with you. And we just really appreciate it. And we'll chat soon.
Yes, we do.
Have a great
Thank you
day.
for
Thank you
having me.
again.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.